Hi guys, I'm Rohit Jorigal. Welcome to my YouTube channel, a place where learning finance is the new passion. So guys, what are we going to learn today? Of course finance, and I'm going to serve you financial knowledge garma garam. Okay, so guys, pause for a minute and just think that what in this world is not connected to finance. Guys, let it be anything. A big financial institution like a bank, the government, the economy, an FMCG company, an automobile company, everything is related to finance. Forget about these big players. Just come to a small school in your own locality. Guys, that is also connected to finance. Forget about the school, your own home, where you every month carry out so many financial calculations unknowingly. You have to calculate how much rent you have to pay. You have to know how much salary you are going to earn, how much you are going to save for the mobile phone that you are going to buy, how much you are going to plan for an FD to get that slight increase in the interest amount. Guys, everything is finance. You unknowingly deal with finance daily, so why not become an expert and then manage your finance? So guys, till now, if you were like, no, finance and numbers are not my cup of tea, then friends, buckle up, because finance is going to be your new passion. And for my other viewers who already love finance, then brothers and sisters, you are in the correct boat. Keep sailing and keep conquering. So what is financial management? First of all, let us understand what is the definition. So financial management is obtaining funds in a most effective way and then employment of these funds in an optimum manner to maximize your returns. Let us understand this in a very simple language. Financial management is obtaining funds and investing funds. Okay. Now let us understand these two steps in detail. First of all, obtaining funds. Now how can you obtain funds? Like how can you earn funds or how can you raise funds? There are two steps. Number one, equity, and number two, debt. Okay. What is equity? Equity is nothing but whatever you own. It's your ownership. Whereas debt is something which you borrow from someone. Okay. Now when you take a debt, you have to repay it after some period of time. And this will also include something called as interest. Okay. Now let us understand equity and debt with a small example. Suppose I own a company, a small general store. Okay. I'm into profits and now I have an idea of expansion. I want to open one more store. Okay. For this, I require 1 lakh rupee. Now I can raise these funds in two ways. Number one, I can borrow some amount of money from my friend and maybe repay him after 6 months. And number two, I can offer my friend a partnership, a stake in my share and raise this amount of money. Now the difference between these two is when I offer partnership, I am giving him my ownership and this is raising funds through equity. And the second way in which I'll borrow some amount of money and then repay him back with some amount of interest is nothing but your debt. Before managing any kind of finance, you need to clearly define what your objectives are. Okay? In general, there are 4 main objectives for any kind of financial management. Okay? Let us understand what these 4 are. Number 1, identifying total funds required. Number 2, effective utilization of these funds. Number 3, reducing the cost of capital. And number 4, planning your financial structure. I hope you have understood nothing of these. Okay, let us understand one by one. Identifying total number of funds. If you are in an actual requirement of 2 lakh rupees and you, without identifying how much you require, have taken a loan of 10 lakh rupees, then you have to pay extra interest on those 8 lakh rupees which you actually do not require. So very important, identify how many funds you require. Number 2, effective utilization of funds. Now I know few people who park all their money in their savings bank account, and when the bank account balance rises, they become very happy. But guys, this is not the best way of investing money. You have various different financial instruments like mutual funds, shares, debentures, in which you can easily invest your money and gain an interest rate or a return rate of 7 to 15%. Let me take you through savings bank account interest rates of two of my favorite banks, HDFC Bank and SBI Bank. HDFC is offering currently interest rate of 3 to 3.5% and SBI from 2.7 to 2.75%. And if you go internationally, Bank of America offers around 0.01 to 0.05% interest rate on your savings bank account. So before parking all your money in your savings bank account and becoming happy, please rethink. Please stop working for money and make money work for you. This is one of my favorite quotes by the great investor and businessman Robert Kiyosaki. Coming to the third point, reducing the cost of capital. It is the cost involved to raise or to obtain your funds. Let us understand this with a small example. If you want 50,000 rupees and you have two options. One is take a loan from bank and borrow some money from your friend. Now your friend says, don't give me any interest, and the bank says, give me 10% interest per annum. Which one will you choose? Of course the friend, correct? Because you have less cost of capital. This is what it is. And number 4, planning your capital structure. Planning your capital structure will involve how much your amount of money is coming from equity and how much of the money is coming from debt. It is generally recommended that 70% of the entire money must be from equity and the 30% remaining must come from debt. Maximum you can go for 50-50%, but not more than that, because you have to remember that debt will also incur something called as interest. Hope you guys liked my content. If yes, then give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. आज के लिए बस इतना ही. Until then, take care and bye bye.